that this is a special evening, a most emotional and a most inspiring and important evening for the Karnowsky family. Osher has been a good friend and parent of Olei Torah for many years, and we'd like to ask him to please come and say a few words.
I would like to start by thanking everyone for making the effort to come out tonight to the dedication for Shmuel. It's so nice to see all of Shmuel's classmates, campmates, and friends come to the dedication in his honor. A big thank you to Rabbi Blumis, who has worked tirelessly to make this evening happen, and to him and the board for being accommodating and reasonable. A special thank you to all of Shmuel's past Malamdim. We owe you a lot of gratitude for helping make Shmuel into the mensch and the unbelievable person that we will always remember him as. Many people have asked us, why did you decide to dedicate something in Olei Torah? To Rivka and myself, that was a very easy decision, as Shmuel simply loved Olei Torah. He enjoyed every minute that he spent in Olei Torah, and I honestly don't recall a day he ever said, I don't want to go to school or to yeshiva. As Rabbi Blumis mentioned, we decided to dedicate the shul part of the dining room, as we felt this encompasses what Shmuel was all about. Much like this room, which is multifunctional and is used for davening, eating, for brengens, Kabbalas Panim, book fairs, and so much more, so too Shmuel was an all-rounder. And as in the baseball terminology, he was a super utility man, meaning he was good at everything he did. He would daven beautifully, took his learning seriously, received top marks, and excelled in all areas. But when it was time to play, he played hard. Right, Zalman? He was sincere in all he did, and also loved just to have fun with his friends. We have just come from Shmini Atzeres, but in Parshas Pinchas it says, Shmini Atzeres Tiyeh Lachem, and Rashi says that why do we Eibush to give us after 8 days of Sukkot, why do we need another day? Because it says like the mashal of a son whose children are leaving him. It's like the Eibush said, Kasha alai pridaschem. Your departure is hard for me. L'chura should have said Preidaseinu, our departure. Why does it say your departure? Because during Yontif, everybody's happy, everybody's relaxed. Everyone enjoys each other's company, whether it's by davening, by eating, by singing together. Everyone's ba'achdus. But once Yontif is over, we all go back to work, back to our own separate worlds. So the Eibusha says it's hard for him to see us not being ba'achdus, not being united and in harmony. On that same theme, this week is Parshas Bereishis. We all know the famous question, why the Torah starts with the letter Beis, not with the letter Aleph. So one of the answers is in the Medrash Tanchuma. It says because Aleph is the letter Aleph is for the word Orah, and the letter Beis is for the letter Bracha. But that's a little difficult to understand because you can also find many good words which start with Aleph, like Emes, Ava, and on the flip side, the same thing with the letter Beis. You have Borod, Blial. So it must be that what the Medrash Nechuma was talking about, it was referring to the numerical value of the letters. Aleph being 1, Beis being 2. So when a person does something with an Aleph, he does something by himself, not thinking about somebody else, being selfish, then chas v'shalom, there's order, there's curse. But when he does it with Beis, he thinks about Yenim, and he tries to help another person, then the Eibishter gives him all his brachos. We all know, as was mentioned throughout this evening, that Shmuel was big into being nice, excuse me, and making sure there was harmony and achdus amongst his friends. Shmuel was never selfish and always cared about others. Physically, he actually passed away because he had a heart condition that caused his heart to be too big. He had a big heart. Shmuel had a big heart, he had a kind heart, and enormous capability to care and love. So what I ask from each and every one of you today is to take on something in your life, Le'ili Nishma Shmuel, so that his neshama should be elevated and it should give him happiness and satisfaction. And that's how we can maintain a connection and a relationship with Shmuel, and he can always be with us. As is mentioned, there's a Sefer Yesh Neichlin by the son of the Shalah that says that the Chesed Shel Emes, which is the Chesed that you can do to help the neshama, is the greatest type of Chesed that a person can do. So I please ask everyone to either learn something, to give extra tzedakah, help another Yid, help a Meisid, in the schus of Shmuel ben Osher, and that his neshama should keep reaching higher and higher. May we be zeicher to be reunited with Shmuel and all our loved ones from here of Yameinu. Thank you again.